hello there, everyone. How are you guys all going? I hope everybody is having a pretty damn good day. Squeeze, guys. What are you doing to our stock market? You're killing it. You're killing it with your squeezes across the board. Everything green. AMC almost speechless by the move that the Crazy Apes put on yesterday. It's coming across the board and it is affecting the stock markets. We'll be talking about what's going on in the Nasdaq, what's going on in the SP, AMC, BlackBerry, GME and more. See you guys soon. Just testing, guys. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's do it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I am not on mute. So if my microphone's not working, that is a big problem. But I believe it's coming through and we're feeling okay. Mute, Jack Cope says. Are you guys having fun with me or what? Welcome everyone to the Thursday stream. We've got the two nasty squeezes going on, or beautiful squeezes depending on what side you're on. If you're in the normal market, this is bad. If you're in the squeezy market, this is good. Of course, what have we seen? Well, AMC coming down a little bit here in the pre-market. Wild swings, 3%. It's going to be very interesting to see how today plays out. Obviously almost 100%, if not over 100 yesterday. Let me bring this up. There we go. That should be a bit clearer for everybody. Big swings. Let's go down to the 5-minute chart here on AMC quickly. I don't even like the 5-minute chart, but we'll go down there anyway. You can see 73 all the way to 52, then back up to 64, and now we're in the 60 zone. So pre-market, pretty wild. Let's have a look at the BlackBerry, $17.44. Matthew, was it Matthew? Somebody said before, I can't remember. I know it was an Asian gentleman, and he said $30 BlackBerry by the end of the week. Well, it's becoming more of a reality by the day. It certainly is. Let's have a quick look around to the community here. Sound is good, loud and clear. Mr. Murray says, and Matt I. Great, that's awesome. Good morning, everyone. The memes are good, Tom. That's thanks to you guys. You put it in the Discord community. 433 people here right now. If you're not in the public Discord, get on in there, share your memes, be featured in our weekly introductions. It's a lot of good fun. Check out Sundial pre-market volume. Oh, I saw Sundial. It's not bad, eh? Look, Sundial, my most hated stock. It's coming back. It's feeling good. 9.73%. Do I hate? No. Do I embrace the Sundial this time around? Possibly. Do I think it's going to crash? Ultimately, absolutely it will. This has zero diamond hand potential. This is the boom, the pumpy, and the dumpy. That's what we call the Sundial. This has absolutely no diamond hands. There will never be a diamond hand Sundial holder. There will only be some profit-taking, nasty, smooth-brained ape. That's what's going to happen. AMC issues another 11 million. Really? Yeah. I look, the squeezers have always ultimately got two problems with them. Nasty CEOs trying to make money, and big investors saying, hey, you know, we own 5% of this stock. Damn, we could make 300%, 400%, 1,000% profit. Sell it. Let's go. Why do we need it? We don't want to hold it. Why do we need it? That is the problem. Look, I've always told you guys, I've got the principle, like anything with these types of things, and I use the rule of thirds. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. There was someone the other day that was messaging me and they said, oh, what would you do? And I said, look, you know, I would scale out. Someone said, oh, you just take it all. I said, no, you don't know where the potential is. Is the potential $1,000? Is it $100? Is it? I don't know where the hell it is. I'm going to go with market capitalization size is going to be the most important thing. So anyone saying $1,000, incredibly unlikely because, of course, market capitalization. But $30 billion, that's what we're talking about, $30 billion. So how much bigger can it get on AMC? Obviously, Sundial is its own meme. How big is Sundial now? $2 billion. Last time got to about 6-7 billion, I think. Was it? Or was it 8 billion? Probably about $8 billion. So that was the biggest Sundial ever got when it went over here and it hit that almost $4 mark. So it was pretty close to about 7 bill. Don't get left holding the bag on AMC. Not financial advice, just common sense, says Mike Tatum. See, the thing is, man, you get a lot of hate. So I'm sure I've got some dislike here. Do I have a dislike? I don't know. But I'm sure somebody's already like, Tom, you're an idiot. I'm never selling. Stuff you. It's all right, man. I agree. You can keep holding. Would I? I would use the rule of thirds. That's how I'd look at it. Here we go, GME. Resistance coming straight through. We'll have to go back to AMC. And, of course, we'll do our stock market recount in just a few moments here. But, look, 280 was hit on GME. Obviously, a point of resistance. A closure above here for the fans that are in this one is going to push 344. For BlackBerry, $20, $28. It's that simple. $30, I don't know, but it's going to be basically opening above the $15 mark. We know that there's no resistance there till 20. We also know that the next level is 28. Is that mad? Possibly. Is it going to happen? I have no idea. We'll have to find out whether the guys can push it. Don't believe that anyone really knows what's going on with these because you don't. You can just go, okay, have they covered? Have they not covered? And you have to hope that basically on Google search, on YouTube search, every single person is AMC, 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 AMC. I'm going to put my paycheck in. And until that dries up, you basically got a crypto market. Let's drink some coffee. Terry Chow says AMC to Sundial. Is that true, Terry? Embrace the Tom, don't hate the Tom, says Truly Messiah. Thank you very much, man. Meme stock discourse is the only time you can call people smooth-brained as a compliment. That's true, Brainy. Absolutely. I can call people literally retarded, and for some people, people are like, yeah, that's me. That's awesome. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad, but it's very strange times we live in. Obviously, smooth-brained is not usually a compliment, but in this case, it seems to be so. So let's have a look around what you guys are doing in the markets, because you're killing us. You're killing real market traders with the Nasdaq indices, unless you're short and you went through the zone. So let's take a look. We had this thing trapped. We know this is bad, okay? This is not good. This is a closure underneath. So futures market trading is already coming in with shorts. So we've already seen the shorts here, 13,622, cracked below our previous level of support, was broken against. Now we have a look at the 4 hour. You'll notice it's one giant candle. Here's the problem now. It hasn't closed underneath with the 4 hour yet. So what's going to happen probably in the market? I'm going to see it open, bad. Then, well, actually, before we keep going, we've got to do a straw poll. Yesterday, you guys were mostly bullish. It was almost completely across. So will it be green or red today? Stock market today. Green or red? So far, guys, you've been correct both days with green calls. Let's see if today you guys get it wrong. Let's see if today you guys get it wrong. All right, let's check this out. Here we go. Straw poll is up. I'll post that one through. I'll vote as well. Guys, vote green or red today. Even AMC fans, you might as well just vote. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, I've voted. Here we go. They're coming in. We've got red 86% to green 14%. So while that's coming through, this is my thought process. We open somewhere around here. We move on up a little bit. Ideally, this is what happens. Lightning bolt, small time frame day traders start to short off this level. So previous support becomes resistance. And then they short it back into the 13,400. Why? It makes sense. Would it happen? I mean, this is fake market futures. Fake market futures often reverse early and then go on and do the job. So in this case, this is a very bad level. And the only thing that's going to save the market right now is in 1 hour and 50 minutes, the market has to fully recover this loss. Now we'll move over to the S&P 500 because it's sitting at a critical zone as well. We've talked about the 4180 area. 4180, literally straight on the support. So here is the resistance, the support. Suddenly we get all of this behavior coming into the market with the apes in control of AMC right now and BlackBerry and others, and it's doing the same thing that happened last time. We're starting to see shakiness in the indices. Remember, it was short-lived, but there was shakiness while the squeezes were getting out of control, because at that point, when you're talking about $30 billion, someone is holding a loss right now. We know that. Now, if they have to be forced to sell those, what kind of effects will, potentially $20 billion or a few $1 billion here and there have across the board? I don't think a few billion will, but let's say AMC gets to $50 billion. Will that start to have a true effect on the market? I think it's similar to the January situation here, where we will see some declines in the markets as long as these squeezes continue on. So if you believe the squeezes are going to continue on, I think it is starting to have its effective toll. 4180 will be the daily watch close here, maybe a 2 hour, 1 hour, whatever time frame you're looking at. If you're wanting to take shorts, that's going to be one of those signals that you're looking for. Why? Because it makes sense. Support, resistance, support, closure below. It's starting to talk about some serious weakness here. So in this, we've got, I'll bring on the votes. There we go. So we've got 44 votes towards the red, and the green is 19. So 30-70. Let's see if you guys are correct today. That's going with a red end of day. Not too hard to pick when you're probably looking at a 1.1% down the morning, but you never know. Green might get it through. J-Dub says, IWM and SPY puts, please let me make money. Get the fences ready, says Andrew Cross. Yeah, I think I might have to put fences on a lot of things today, man. There's a bit of a blood in the air, some people would say. That means there'll be a lot of shorts in the market going into the jobs report. Yeah, so of course, non-farm payrolls tomorrow. One of the most important bits of information out there for the month. And it's all coming in tomorrow. Welcome to the 993 viewers today. Plenty going on in the markets here, guys. Obviously, you've seen all the big crazy movements from the squeeze stocks. That's having this negative effect right now in the markets. Let's just quickly move through everything, and then we'll go back over to the squeeze stocks. We'll do our crypto recap, and we'll do everything else. Let's have a look at the dollar index. So dollar index is starting to rise again. So we've seen rejection, fake out, all happening around the 20 exponential. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We clearly now know that there's going to be a serious trade here. And I mean serious. I think it's going to be pretty good if we can close above this high. Why? Because 90-20, 20 moving average, first close above. It always usually signals when you've seen that much shorting coming through. It always signals that we've seen some strong accumulation. And I believe when you take this out, there'll be stop losses getting hit, and you'll be starting to look for bullishness. Now, do we have that yet? No. Have we seen a huge amount of reversals? Yes. But here's a good teller of what not to do when you see a shooting star. You don't just sell it straight away. If you see this pin bar candle, whether you're trading a meme stock, a crypto, I don't care what it is, you don't just trade it. You only trade it when it makes a new low. It has to make a new low. Does it have to close? Ideally, it would be good, but it doesn't have to do that. It just has to make a new low by a percentage of the candle. We talk about that a lot in our course, and the reason why is because it's all about bringing it down to statistical advantages that you have over the human psychology, which is we want to see continuation of the money flow. What are you following? You're following the money. What is AMC doing right now? Euphoric, FOMO, retail action that is causing, of course, what they call the gamma squeeze. You guys call it the gamma squeeze, which is in turn potentially going to cause serious liquidation events. And if serious liquidation events, which I believe have not been happening, you guys can tell me, but I believe they have not been happening across the board. Chat, tell me right now how well that's going. Yeah, that's the type of thing. So dollar index, all about this level here, 90.25. We'll be watching the 20 moving average on tomorrow's video for sure. We've got a couple of Donations coming in here 5 minutes ago. Eric Kempton, $4.99. Did we cover RKT? No, we haven't, but we will in a minute, Eric. We'll continue our look round. Gold straight on support. Literally on its knees again. All of a sudden, strong dollar index. We're back here. I think there could be some short potential actually in gold here. Some people, if we get rid of all this stuff that we had drawn before, when you think about this, what is this in essence? It's basically a head and shoulders here at the top. So you've got your left, your head, your right, and then you've got a very good neckline. And you've got a very solid level here to play with in the market. So you'll go down maybe an 8 hour, and you'll be looking for an 8 hour close or a 4 hour close underneath the 1890. Do I believe that's significant? Yes, I think it will time in with the dollar index well. Now, if gold is going to bull, it has to bull now. I want to see it bull in the next $2 to $3. And if you're interested in gold, how do you get into these types of things? Well, it's as simple as this, guys. You break, well, firstly, that chart looks like crap. So get rid of that chart. Don't use, I think it's the Oanda data there. It's just no good. It's crap. You know what I mean? It's no good. So I would be looking at it like this. We need rejections, which we're seeing on the 15-minute chart. And then I want to say rejection, movement up, and through straight close through there. Are you going to miss out on a couple of bucks? Yeah, and you'll say, Tom, that's like $5, man. I don't want to miss $5 on gold. Yeah, but that's the type of thing that saves you from catching the knife and getting stabbed. And you don't want to be stabbed, as we talk about. Get the knives out, because we don't want... Get the knives out, chat. Right now, we need the knives in the chat. Some greedy people as well will look at this type of thing. They'll see a double rejection pin, and then they'll wait for the closure, which is going to happen in quite a while, because obviously we're only 1 minute into this candle so far, or 2 minutes in now. And then they'll wait for the movement above, and then they'll take it into this level. But basically, I see it as you have to get above here, and then you can start moving up. Otherwise, all you're doing is catching the falling knife, and we don't want to do that, ideally, across the board over the long term. 27.73 on silver. Straight back into our trend line support kind of areas. You'll notice here we've got a... I don't know why that one comes up. I haven't had that for ages. So this is been our kind of area that we've been looking at for quite some time. You can see it's putting pressure on it right now. Rejected yesterday. The final point of support is 27.50 here. It's going to time in well with gold. They're all interconnected markets. So once one goes, the other one goes as well. We'll have to see what ends up happening through this session. The open and the first hour of trade could be really important today, guys. They could be really important because you can see here the market is starting to get concerned. It's showing weakness, and the US 500's right around that key level. The Nasdaq's already seeing weakness, but the US 500 certainly is. Okay, let's do that RKT, or what's the VIX doing actually? VIX 19, so volatility index coming back up to our 20. It's all happening here Thursday morning. Welcome to the 1,230 viewers as well. We are only 18 minutes into the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us here. Appreciate that. Oh my God, there's doges in the chat. Doges everywhere. All right, we'll get back up those other two, and then we'll do RKT. So here's the AMC call, 57.05 at this point, 8.86% down in the open. Been wild swings both ways here. US... what was it? BB is still holding very strong at a 17.17, and we'll put on RKT now, Rocket Companies, 2.76. I see what you're looking at here. So obviously this has been well known to have squeezes on it. RKT, for people that have missed out on squeezes, this one went well after too. So when did it go? 2nd, 3rd of March, it had that big run to 42. It came awake. So it's from 16 up to the 20. Down this morning, 2.76. Now, let's actually time this. I'm going to do this right now. So let's get a daily out. Let's do this together. So because obviously the community, one of the things you got to be always ahead of, if you can do with these things, is you've got to think, all right, when did the other squeezes occur? And how much after that did something go? So last time it happened, January, you had the first initial squeeze come through AMC, GME, etc. Then you had marijuana stocks go. Then you had some resurgences of squeezes, 25th of Feb, and then that kind of like late March period where it went to 14 on this one. And in between that point, what's this? Because because I remember live streaming this with you guys. So about that 1st of March, it went insane. RKT went insane. So it is coming alive here early. And I will say this about yesterday's movement. That's pretty strong. A closure above these 2 wicks is pretty strong. Rejection, rejection, monster candle with a lot of potential upside. Now, is this a gamble? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's a gamble there, Eric Kempton. But we haven't covered it yet. And it is a interesting proposition. It is an interesting proposition. So thank you very much, Eric, for bringing that to our attention. Again, 58 here for AMC in the morning. Let's read some of the chat, see what everyone's saying. If you have diamond hands, Viking Steel says, you can catch falling knives okay, right? No cuts. That's right. Because you never liquidate. And therefore, you never feel the red in the account. It's paper losses. So that's right. If you have diamond hands, technically, you never feel the pain. Unless you put it on credit card. Then you feel the pain in interest debt. That's the only time it happens. AMC, those 11.5 million shares was April 27th, not today. Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry about it. That was just the chat saying something. 11.5 million shares. That was the one they did before. There's no point. FOMO the money, says Trilly Messiah. At the moment, yes. Millions borrowed to screw retail today, says Josh Dale. Probably. I also think that we're hitting that kind of magical number, $30 billion. $30 billion. That was one of the problems. Workhorse, Gage Brown says. All right, let's have a look at that one. That was one that went last time as well. Workhorse is powering pretty strong. $7 into $13.50 currently. You did see that go to the $30 price target. This company was in the doldrums. Again, fairly decent. Coming up against some strong resistance at 12. I know the pre is $13.50, but it's right around that zone. Danielson says gold and silver yikes and markets yikes. Absolutely. This is all happening thanks to these events here that are occurring. $13.50 on Workhorse. Definitely a risk in terms of where it's been and the type of company it is, but like any of these things they are. I don't think you'll ever get back into this level just because of the general sentiment there, but there's always a potential. Probably not one of my favorite picks, but it is moving well, and good luck if you're in it. 47% short in Workhorse, says Johnny Bravo. Well, maybe it'll be a pick. You have to probably look at the general chatter online. Like, get one of those social media viewers and effectively see where the chat is going to. One of the easiest ways to do that is actually just go to Stock Twits, and then you just go to rankings. And you just see here, there they are. So these are all the stocks that everyone's going nuts about today. So you've got AMC, BlackBerry, Workhorse, Clove, Oxygen, all the same ones from last time. Tilray, whatever that is, EXPR, and then SLS. So if you ever wondered where all of the madness comes from, in my opinion, the easiest way to find it, rather than to scroll through all this stuff on the internet, you can actually just go here and just click on most active and stuff, and you'll see instantly the type of discussion that's going on and what it's going through. I think that's a very simple way. So there's the Workhorse coming in at 10 from most active. And I like to see kind of like increased activity. So you can actually jump in on a stock. Let's say we jump in here on AMC, and you can actually see whether message volume's gone up or not. And one of those, I think message volume increases like here is one of the good ways to look at it. Because I'm big on the stats if we can do it. Realistically, regardless of the amount that's got short on it or anything like that, it's the amount of discussion that's important. So you'll see that there was a big graph moving on up. You could see it already started that hump, moved higher. This is probably market cap, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. Like that's the type of thing that you want to see in message volume as well. You want percentages all the way through here. Big percentages. Let's have a look at Workhorse. From nothing to something. Now, last time it went really crazy. I'm not sure if that was it, but there is definitely a massive percentage here. 189% increase. Big deal. Mitchell Miller. I hope you're doing all right there, Mitchell Miller. $20. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate your donation. How'd you go as well with your positioning? Hey, Tom, what's your recommendation for silver exposure SLV? Do silver stocks follow the same technicals as the metal? To a degree, yes. However, last time they didn't. So if you have a look at AG, which is First Majestic overshot really hard last time, $24. What will happen is it depends a little bit on the health of the company as well. So I think you want like a fairly solid fundamental health. You want a fairly good mine. It depends on the one that you're going to trade. So I think you need to understand like this one here was part of that squeeze movement last time. It went way too high over the top of its true value to its silver holdings. So you've got to be very, very careful about what company you're holding. Not like a penny stock of silver will not go up properly with silver price. Whereas a large kind of miner that's been around for a long time will. And it's, what's that one? So if we use gold code as an example, and you look up Barrick, you'll notice this one here quite easily. This is very similar to gold price. Okay, very similar. So just have a look and compare them. Put them both on your chart. Put on your silver stock. Put silver here. Compare both. And I hope you did all right. Andy Pandy said, did I miss AMC? You probably didn't miss the second, like some kind of dip that goes through. I think that the risks here are probably greater than maybe some of the other ones that are just getting started. It really depends on what your expectation is. I think with AMC, it's $30 billion. To double again, you're going to have to go $60 billion. $60 billion would be 120, obviously, ish. It's a fairly big ask without Wall Street trying to do some sneaky buggers on it. You know what I mean? So it really depends on where your risk is and your tolerance. It could come down, though, and do something similar to last time, where you get like a big sell-off followed by an epic redemption. And those types of things, buying the literal knife-cutting dip, they're the types of ones that some people like to get in on. For me, I like to kind of spot it a little bit earlier if you can. And that's why I guess some people are now jumping into some of those others. They often can do quite well. Again, Mitchell Miller, give some claps to Mitchell. Massive donator here on the stream. US $20. I appreciate that. So yeah, silver exposure. It's a day of interest, but it is not probably the greatest day ever to be buying silver exposure, man. If it cleans below 2750 and closes that, I don't feel great about silver or gold. And I've been incredibly bullish on them all the way from down near that double bottom, hundreds of dollars an ounce ago. But this whole squeeze thing, we have to see how it plays out today, because you got jobs numbers tomorrow, and silver and gold and the rest of the market are incredibly susceptible to the jobs numbers right now, because we're seeing not a faltering economy, but definitely some sideways action with very little extra Fed information coming through. Daniel Polk, $5. Hi, Tom. Please share what you see in the I Am Gold chart, please. That's a thing? I Am Gold? Really? Huh. Didn't even know. I like what you saw recently here. It's a precious metal stock. Wow. I Am Gold. How big is this thing? 1.82 billion. I've never seen it in my life, but that's okay. I like it. I like the gold. From the perspective of TA here, when this closure happened, that is a great spring coil, man. What a great accumulation. Really great support, higher lows coming through, beautiful spring coming through. You can see also the series of lower peaks that happened here as well. Lower peak, lower peak, lower peak, lower peak. Phenomenal stuff. That's sweet, dude. Now, where does it go? Well, of course, you would usually take your expectation of the accumulation section. You would extrapolate that out, and that would give you like a $4 reading. But yeah, I mean, this could go even higher just based on the pure TA and where it has been. I don't know why exactly it traded. Well, that was when gold went nuts, I guess. But why is it traded relatively weakly recently? I don't know what the company exactly has. I assume it's gold. but I don't know. It is trading a little strangely to gold price. So that's probably a good example there for Mitchell, actually, at a stock that's doing something else. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they found new stuff, blah, 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 cheaper. I mean, another thing you know to take into consideration, what's the cost of getting the metal out of the ground? You know, you need to think about that type of stuff. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate the support. Gold been coiling for weeks, Truly Messiah says. Nah, not weeks, man. Come on, Truly. Look at this. Well, it's not weeks. It's like 1 week up and then 1 week down. We've had some big bullish candles, but the pressure is coming on thick right now. Look at this. We're actually seeing the break happen as we're doing the live stream. So the break is happening right now. Live, gold is getting punished through. At the same time, AMC 5780. Let's go into the Webull. Click the link down the description. Get free stocks, guys. The Webull screener. Let's have a look at what's making the moves today. And I'm interested to see whether my screener is going to pick this up. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look. Ah. Like when GME was in here. I was hoping I could just randomly see AMC in the screener. So, what have we got in the green? Green side, we've got Biogen. Okay, that's nice. Toyota, Avalon Bay, nothing else. Very good here. ResMed, so a couple of the healthcare stocks finding some move. Then we've got BioNTech. We've got Baidu, Chinese stock that was doing well the other day. We've got Teladoc. Come on, Teladoc. What are you doing to us? We've got CSEA, great stock, but coming down. Tesla coming down as well. That's not good because 600 getting broken below. We'll take a look at that in a minute. That is not good, I repeat. And Airbnb coming off a pretty nice day yesterday, 4% up, down 2 here to 148. Square down 1.77. And the rest of the stocks all red this morning in those. But wait, there's more. Let's have a look at the squeezy stocks. So let's click here. Costs. Wow, Cost got to $40. I didn't even know. Damn, Cost did well too, guys. Not as good as AMC, but pretty good percentages. Pretty good percentages. Let's have a look here at the cream of the crop. We've got BlackBerry coming out with 13%. We've got Sundial coming out with 8.84%. Tilray 4.21%. So still some pretty strong money in the marijuana stocks. Then we've got Nokia. Where's the BlackBerry? Oh, that was the BlackBerry. Where's the other one that I want to see? Nokia 1.28 and GameStop 4.55 down, unfortunately. So the worst stock today definitely costs in the morning, 13.73%. Yo, Tom, what do you think about AAPL, Apple from YM? Let's have a look. Looks a bit crap, doesn't it, on the 4-hour chart? Yeah, well, Apple is one of the only stocks that's been sold by some big holders over the last couple of months. So, look, these are our thoughts on Apple. I would trend line there. We're obviously going to get underneath that on the open. So, we're going to open about one. Oh, no, not underneath yet. 124. 118 is our low. And this big trend line's been what we've been trading for quite some time. So I don't want to see it too far underneath this big trend line. That big trend line's been very good. AMC 57, by the way, guys. Let's have a look. Yeah, the big trend line's been good. 1, 2, 3. And it's kind of very close to that even now. I mean, you could argue and draw it up if you wanted to. So I think this is a critical point, actually, for Apple. If it gets under here, I mean, we really could be seeing a bit of Nasdaq sell-off here. It's all happening. It's all happening. Apple has not looked strong, though, for quite some time. We were looking for this to get broken through. We obviously had that double bottom kind of in that got through on the FANG earlier in April, which was a great trade, the FANG stocks across the board. But I think this is probably the one I'd be looking at more than anything else. Go to the FANG and just see that this time round, it is weaker. You can see it's a little weaker than it was before. Not as strong, weaker across the board. Facebook's been holding it up. It hasn't really been the big Apple juggernaut that usually is doing the work. Kevin N says Tesla is wildly overpriced at anything over $200. Last summer they had a 5-to-1 split and people were saying 250 was overpriced pre-split. That's the thing that's magical about Tesla sometimes, Kevin. I mean, it's obviously it hasn't made sense on normal fundamental metrics for a couple of years now, really. So that's the thing about it. It's when the hype's on, the hype's on. It's kind of like the ultimate squeeze stock, really, because not that it was squeezing, but a lot of high-profile people, when you think about it, actually, it kind of was. A lot of high-profile people thought it was overpriced, and then retail just kept buying it, and kept buying it, and kept buying it, and then it went up. You know what's probably happening here is I think actually due to this crypto doji madness, maybe some retail people don't like Elon as much. Now, I'm going to do something bit controversial here. Do you guys, after the doji crypto stuff, like Elon more or less? Put it in the chat right now, guys. Put it in the chat right now. More or less after the doji crypto stuff? Elon. I'm interested in seeing. Thank you very much for the subscriptions coming through as well. 592 here on Tesla is not good. Anything under 600, all the way back down to 560. And we've talked about underneath 560 before. That is incredibly bad. 450, 500, guys. 450, 500. I'm not even kidding. That's how low this thing will most likely go. Because when you think about this support here, it's here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The chat is coming through. Oh, my goodness. It's a hate mob. Less, 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 less. Definitely less, less, less. Wow. Look at that. If that's true, and this is the general perception across the world, Jim Sum says a piece of crap. Jim Sum. Doji sucks and kills crypto, says Savage Crypto. I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree with you. Let's have a quick look at Doji. We haven't done our crypto today, but we'll look at this thing. Sitting right at that zone, struggling around. Can't believe it held. Coinbase, yeah? Put it on. And then now, of course, we've seen resistance, resistance, support, support, resistance, if you could even go with Doji that. So it looks like less, less, less is going on here. Done did kill crypto, Viking Steel says. Love the comment, bro. Yeah, he did. He did. He hurt me. Why? Why would you hurt me, Elon? Why would you steal my Bitcoin, Ethereum money? And my DOT. Bloody Elon. What are you doing over there? Anyway, most people seem to be saying less, which is super interesting stuff. 58 here early for AMC. Let's move over to crypto. Let's have a quick look at the Bitcoins. Then we'll do the other donation we've got here. Oh, wait. Knock Knock says, Super Chat, $5. Tom bought my first stonk today. 10 shares of GME. Give me those crypto dividends. Knock Knock says. Yeah, you messaged me today with videos, Knock Knock. I saw. I had a look. Crypto dividends. My God. That's a CEO that knows how to appeal to the people. He gets the crypto dividends. This is our trend line. And I don't know if we need that bottom one, but this is our trend line. Let's ignore that because this one's much better. Our top one here is good. Okay? It's good. This is the BTCs. Remember Tom's face watching the DOT crash? Yes. Yes. Did I lose much? No. Was I pissed off? No. Did I buy more DOT? No. Did I buy other things? Sure. There you go. Yeah, that was horrible. I was like looking at it. I was like, oh, that was brutal. Because I knew that you guys in the community were getting slaughtered. Like I knew that people in crypto market, I have friends in there with a lot of money. And I knew that day when that market was crashing and DOT went $40 down to, I don't even know, $14 in like a couple of minutes. That was wild. That was super wild. The liquidation central was happening through that. Derek Akura says, AMC, we got this. Hold the line. Good work, Derek. Now, resistance across the board here. You can see the lower peaks coming through. You can see that closure that's occurring here on the 4 hour. Now, I only like 8 hour on BTC and daily. They're my favorite two time frames. And I think it's kind of showing that it's trying to get back to that 42. I think this is recovering well. But as we know, like any of these kind of accumulation events, and I do think that this is very fair to be using right now. I do think it's fair to be using that we could be in this phase here. So we could still be basically there, and we still have one last shakeout event. Is there going to be another one? I don't think so. I think if there is going to be any more shakeout events, it is one more. If there's any more after that, that's a big problem. One more possible, no more, very possible as well. I'm looking for this kind of event above the 42. So 42, I want to see BTC go above 42,000. I want to see it coiling. We call it coiling here. We don't call a stupid spring. It's coiling up, just like a spring, around 42 to 42 and a half. I'd love to see it coil above there, and then big margin will come back into the markets, and it will be glorious. AMC 58, guys. You're pulling it up slightly here. Tesla has no competition, says Oliver Quinn. Yes, they have some. I think they've got competition, but they're obviously the leaders for sure at this stage. But you never know what's going to happen. A lot of these German companies are pretty arrogant about what they can do. Welcome to the 1,607 viewers. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for the subscriptions and everything else that's going on. How many likes are we at right now, guys? Is it time? 278. 367, sorry. Guys, get us to 500 right now. Let's play some hype. We are 10:41 p.m. my time here in Australia in the Aussie land. We are not long until we find out the first couple of minutes of AMC trade, of GME trade, BlackBerry trade, and of course the stock market, whether it can hold up. We'll have to find out more. Ethereum looking good as well. 3,000 remains the level that we want to close above. This is definitely a stronger chart than BTC right now. But ultimately, if BTC crashes, everything comes with it, even twofold. You know how fast it can move around. It just goes so quickly. So you believe in Wyckoff now, Susboy? I never said I didn't believe in it. It's completely... Wyckoff theory is completely what I 100% believe in because it's psychology of the market, man. I have never, ever, ever, ever said that price action is not the most important thing, that the psychology of the market is not the most important thing. And that theory is just exactly what we talk about all the time. It's just one specific way of interpreting the charts. The problem with the theory, and I've always said this, is that once you start seeing one, it's kind of like Elliott wave and you see it everywhere. And it gives you a very jarring ability. And you cannot trade with it very easily. It's much easier to invest with it. And it's very slow and it takes a long time and you've got to be patient. If you want to be day trading, it is not the style for most people. That's all I'm saying. But is it psychology? Hell yeah, it is. And is psychology the most important thing in the market? Hell yeah, it is. Look, even the AMC thing's important here. It's like a huge amount of FOMO, euphoria, retail traders. I got people in here saying right now, have I missed the boat? Tom, should I buy some AMC right now? You know, there's still people waiting. They're lining up, guys. And when there is no more people lining up and everyone else and potentially the hedge funds still have their money in, that's when, of course, you see the problems. Did Shibu do anything yet? I don't know, actually. I haven't looked at Shibu. Shib. The answer is absolutely not. Point millions of zeros, 975. Actually, what's the best data here to get the original Shib? Which one gives me the original one? Binance wouldn't have had it long enough, I assume. So... would KuCoin have had it longer? Geez, that's a big fall, isn't it? Yeah, interesting where it is right now, 0.09. Let me go over here. Oh, that's a good coin. Kasama, nice. Good coin, Kasama. Good work. That's the real polka dot right there. The one that does something. All right, let's have a look at SHIB. 0.009. So it is starting to show the correct recovery. It's gone down, what, 80%, which is about right. I mean, it's a terrible coin, but the value is still so high. So high. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not won over by it, guys. Effin says, where is Harry Chu, the Tesla man that drives a Ford? He's unfortunately left the community, it seems. But maybe, Effin, if Tesla ever gets back above 700, I believe Harry will come back. Knock Knock, again, thank you for the donation. JB, $1.99. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you very much. No Kasuma without Dot Man, says Pieta. Yes, but Kasuma, the scarcity, bro. The scarcity, the working scarcity. That's what it's all about. Plus, it's got a picture of a bird. I mean, unicorns, birds, pictures of random dogs. You're starting to see a thing here. That's what you got to look at in the crypto market. Weird animals, or good, like a picture of a cat. It could happen. It could happen. 524 likes. You guys know what's happening. 57.39 here in the AMC in the pre-market. Let's have a look. GME down 5%, unfortunately. BlackBerry up 16. That's very strong. 16%. Let's have a look at that RKT now again. 2.76 down. And the rest. I want to have a quick look at... Oh, my God. Yes. Fubo yesterday. I mean, I expected to be down tonight, but wow. That was a great one, guys. Good work, Fubo team. That's awesome. I hadn't checked that one yet, but that's a beautiful TA, guys. I'm so happy with this one. Whoever gave us a donation to the community, and then we did the analysis on this, it's a beautiful trade. 23.90 into 28, and it's still got more in the pack. That's very cool. Perfect. 33. It's getting close. Really nice trade. Well done. Well done, everyone. Well done. All right, let's get this thing open. Tom, you should sponsor it. What, Fubo? What am I going to sponsor? Beef Dingleberry. Good name, sir. All right, let's do it, guys. We are ready. It is time. AMC, squeezing hard. 1,640. Beautiful viewers out there. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you deserve $15,000 to $100,000 of profit this year. That's what I hope for each and every one of you. Big range. Maybe even $1 million. Whew, is that you, J-Rock? Well, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Let's get back on over into these charts. 57.58 hasn't moved a smidgen yet. It's not moving. I love that Fubo. That was good. Let's have a look at the plug. I want to look at the plug because this one was, I'm going to watch this like a hawk. We're going to get laser-eyed in on the plug. Today, down 1.27%. Love to see it hold this 30. This has had a good recovery in it. Similar to the Fubo trade, we've seen it break through the support into the resistance, and this is the consolidation area that we've been going through here. Very interesting consolidation. Huge little wicks, long leg doji, wick rejection. That's the type of thing that we do want to be seeing in the market. I'd love a little high here for day trading. Boom. Let's go. We'll see whether that can occur. So let's have a look around all the hyper stocks. Let's get through the hyper stocks. Every hyper stock was getting so close to being able to break through. And some were, some weren't. Today might be the clincher. So Enphase here, still struggling around. Hopefully it can reverse. It's probably a pretty bad morning, I would say, in the pre. So hopefully it can reverse and still hold between the 145 and the 137, struggling at the exact level that you expect it to. Let's have a look at ARC-G, Genomics. I don't mind this fund. Didn't do too well yesterday. That big rejection candle that came through here wasn't ideal either. So that's a little bit nasty for us, unfortunately. But that's all right. We'll keep looking at it. ARC-K. Meh. Shop. consolidation before possibly a heavy breakout. Again, today will be interesting and paramount. If you're looking at shorts here on this type of thing, you'd go into the 2 hour and notice how it's got a lot of consolidation. All you do, whack a giant big support through there. You've got your resistance, so you know where the resistance breakout is. And if you were a day trader, most people would just be looking at this and they'd just be looking at boom, boom, lightning bolt down. Take the distance. That's the type of thing that you're looking at for those types of trades. Just a good example of one that is showing there. SE still looks really, really strong. Snow holding around that 240. Resistance breakout is key, so it's not too bad. Not right now, fishing. Well, firstly, I love fishing, so very good. Not right now, fishing. Love from the States, Tom. Thank you very much. What fish do you catch? Hopefully pips and profit in the market, but I do enjoy it. JB, 199 again. What tools are you using and how about KNC? I'm up 95%. Well, firstly, congratulations on being up 95%. Yes, this is a mineral miner. It says Gold Corp. Maybe they found something. Market capitalization incredibly small, dude. 29 million. $1 top level. Did do a very nice breakout here. So this was a great, strong trade, actually. If you go down to like a 1 hour, this is going to look pretty good. See how you've got a series of higher lows. And the secret here, guys, is high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, resistance, 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 resistance. Guys in the community, tell me what this is. I'm not going to draw it for you. I want you to tell me what it is, and I'll read some other donations while we do it. Rav Panchalingham, probably. $5 needs more cowbells. Really? You think the intro needs more cowbells? All right, Rav. Maybe we have to buy one and just dong it. I should buy a bell for when we go on to the open. Just be like, got like the Nasdaq bell here. We'll call it the FX Evolution bell. Nick Calhor, thank you very much for the $5, by the way, man. Nick Calhor, $2.99. Can you have a look at CLSK breaking its wedge? Been a while since we looked at that one. We'll check it out soon. Let's see if people know. Bull flag, says Chris James. Ascending triangle, says DF. It's a flag, says somebody else. With the flag, guys, do you want a flag to be like flying in the wind? Or would you want a flag to just be like randomly poking up? Remember, we want it flying in the wind. This is ascending triangle for sure. A flag will be like this. A flag is effectively a pullback in the market. This is an ascending triangle because it's going to a series of higher lows and then it breaks through. So that's what a flag looks like, a pullback. Usually with the flag as well, draw a fib on it. So the best thing to do here is you draw a fib and you pick it up between the 38.2 and the 50. Ideally 38.2, and it never gets underneath the 50. Because if a flag goes underneath the 50 and it goes to the Egyptian 61.8 golden ratio. Yes, I've been watching crazy Egyptian shows recently. I'm loving the Egyptians, guys. Wow, those guys are phenomenal. Phenomenal stuff going on in Egypt. But yeah, basically, I can't believe they had pi and golden ratios back then. It just makes me so happy. 3,000, 6,000 years ago, whatever it was. But yeah, if we have a flag, we do not want it pulling back too much because basic human psychology dictates that if a market comes back too much, people get scared and fear happens, and then you get workhorse, and then you get plug, and then you get some other horrid thing that's happened where the market comes back too much and it kills your trade. So 38.2 fib, guys, in the flag. That's from our course, and there's a little bit of a snippet of information. So this ascending is pretty good. I actually think that you could be going towards the dollar here, regardless of whatever the hell this thing is in. And yeah, the dollar is your target, probably just underneath it, maybe 95. Looks good, man. I mean, breakout is good. Why people are saying flag is because they're probably looking for this extended distance, and I agree with that concept. Rather than taking the ascending triangle, which would only give you like this, I do agree that I think it's going further based on what we're seeing currently. Truly Messiah says, walk like an Egyptian. Viking Steel says, that was aliens. Tom watching The Mummy? Nah, I was watching like weird sections of YouTube. Weird sections of YouTube. But then I got addicted to watching them. It was good. I did enjoy it. 58.50 for AMC currently. We got the market recovering somewhat. Nasdaq was down about 1.2, 1.3. Now 13,550. Trying to get back up there for the market open as we expected. And US 500 is going to open straight on support, guys. Exactly where we kind of expect it. BTC strong. Ethereum good. ADA going nuts. All of the other markets seem to be good, except for the stock market and golds. What other question did you have here? What tools are you using, says JB. So I'm using TradingView here, man. We've got a whole bunch of different tools up here, though. We've got FinViz, Koifin. Join our Discord to get Ticker. I'll give you an invite. Ticker is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Got Bitcoin Wisdom. It's pretty cool if you want to see where all the big whales and the consolidated data if you're a crypto trader. I mean, we have so many tools up here. We've got Market Watch. Obviously, it's a good little tool. Here's Ticker. Here's Ticker. Oh my God, is this app good? Look at this beautiful thing, guys, if you trade stocks. Look at that. We can search things. Let's search things. Let's search AMC. I've never done that in here. Let's click it. Wow. What's it going to tell us? Shares outstanding. 501. I don't know how accurate that is today. 501 million. Market cap, $31 billion. But look at this. Well, let's click the financials. Oh my God. Look how good this is. It's all here. Boys and girls, the ratios, the cash flow statement. It saves you so much time. If I could buy part of this company, I'm not affiliated with them. I just think it's sweet. You can look at filings. Let me have a look at the filings. Look at all the filings here. Transcripts, estimates. It's beautiful stuff. So, news. Let's click on news. What's going on here? You might lose your money. Really? Let's click this. Will we lose our money? Will we? It's a pretty good app. Anyway, I'll share that with you in Discord later. Oh, silver is nasty. I think SPY goes vertical as the squeeze goes down. Jobs report will be huge, says Justin V. Well, hopefully it will be. Now, I see a big donation up here, so give him a clap. I don't know who it is yet because I'm catching up, but I do appreciate that big donation very much so. Nick Calhor, CLSK. CLSK. Clean Spark. Ooh, needs a little bit of work here, man. Now, where or do we have any... Usually I like a nice trend line of hate that comes down through these things. The problem with this is we don't have... We don't really... Let me go over to a weekly and see if we've got one. No. So we don't have a kind of uniform series of lower peaks, lower troughs, etc. We do know that this level is a big issue. So when you're trying to figure out what's going on with the recovery... You don't want to necessarily be down here, but if you're going to catch the knife on this, this would have been a damn good place to do it. Resistances, spiky areas, big pullback from the top. I mean, that's going to be a huge pullback. So it does make sense to recover here, but you got so much noise in front of it. You've got 50, you've got a 20, you've got a 200. I'd be just looking through 1750, get through there, and then you can go through. Justin B says jobs report came through plus 1 million. The non-farms, or you mean this the lie one? The one that's never correct. You mean this one, yeah? All right, let's load it up. It's forexfactory.com, by the way, if you're interested in getting it. Let's have a look here. 385. 978. This is the fake news one, man. Fake news one. So when you've been around the market a long time, like unfortunately I have, ADP, non-farm employment change, the fake news one, is often very wrong to this one here, okay? This one, and this one are like night and day. It's like here you get like the great number. Oh, it's glorious. And then here it's like, oh, it's not glorious. So you got to be very, very careful with these two numbers. They often can be very different. But it'll be interesting. Now, old Fed Chair Powell's coming out tomorrow as well. Oh, we've got a good stream for tomorrow. He's doing a... I might have to start early. Might have to do a big Friday stream. Is that going to be us? Can we view it? Maybe we can view it together. We'll do a view party of what Powell has to say, which is always boring, but we'll have fun with it anyway. Look at oil. 2 hour, guys. Anyone that's in oil? Oh, yeah. Let's go. We love oil. Black gold to 72 and then 75. I saw the articles come out today. They were all going crazy. So Nick Callahor, I don't think it's a wedge, but I do think that $17 price tag you need to look at very closely. Yannick Yevs, CHF $5. I do remember, though, that you're a surgeon there, Yannick, so thank you very much. Hey, Thomas, ADCT, and you, please, and thanks. ADCT, Therapeutics Company, nice. Daily. People want BlackBerry. I'll put the 2-screener up just so you can always have one, okay? You can always have one while we do these. AMC 61, so it has come back up here. Let's go to the 15-minute. And I'll put BB on there quickly for you as well. 1966. Damn, 30%. That's up $3. I might owe Matthew congratulations. He said $30 at the end of the week. He said $30. It's coming in 1967. So next stop, or $20 is the stop, and then after that, go to the weekly. Oops, go to the weekly on this one. Where is the next stop? Boom, 28. $20. Wait, is it even $20? Yeah, $20 is what we're looking at, just as a psychological level. And then after that, 28. Jeez. What's that going to put market cap size? So 8.6 right now. Crazy stuff. All right, ADCT. Let's go to the daily. So instantaneously, I like the fact that this is going down a decent pattern here. And this is going for Yannick. So this is a decent pattern going through. Let's go back to the weekly here just to see if we've got like any closures above. So the reason we're going to the weekly is we want to see whether it's ever closed above any of these lines. Because when you're drawing a trend line, guys, the way you do it is you do not want closure outside. So see how here we have rejection, then we've got gap up, rejection. Okay, that's fine. We've got rejection, good. So what does that tell us? We only need close. So this is the trend line, and you're wondering whether it's going to improve. At this stage, I think it's accumulating. I think you can see that the volume is fairly strong here. It's a nice movement up, and I would expect this to return back to the trend line. I actually think that it's doing the right stuff as well. Support, 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 support. And then now we're breaking through. We get here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the crack that you need to go higher. How big is this? 1.72 billion. And it's been a lot higher. Good watch, man. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write this one down. Where are we? Let me do some analyses on this one. ADCT. Okay. The other one you had was U. Let's check that out. Probably needs to just break above 98.79, man. I don't like this as much. The recovery is weird. There is volume increase, which is good. Get above 98, these two highs, and then you'll move towards 106. And then once you get above 106, you could be looking at some serious momentum. But at this stage, I don't like that one as much. All right, let's give this Sherlock Holmes his due diligence. $20. Thank you so much, Sherlock. We gave you some claps before. Speak it into existence. There's an abundance of money coming to the community. Good. I'm very happy that that AMC is making people some money. I assume that's what you're talking about, Sherlock Holmes. Hey, Tom, may you take a look at BA. Boeing. Certainly will. Boeing. Good. That's another trendline special breakout that we've been talking about. You know what? It just keeps getting better, doesn't it? Breaks through 244. We already were feeling good in these levels. I think we started spotting it around 240. Look, I feel pretty strong about Boeing towards the 300 bracket, man. It's got no real issues getting there. I mean, why would it at this stage? You've got a lot of room to go before all-time highs. You've got a lot of consolidation over here. And this isn't the typical airline stock that I hate. There will be a bunch of new companies that come around. There's a bunch of money being made out there. I expect new businesses, which means new orders. Defense as well is a big thing for Boeing, so that's going to go well long term. I think about that 320 is my main aim with a first stop 300, and I don't really think we've changed. It feels pretty good to me. It feels pretty good. So BlackBerry here moving the most in the pre-market in terms of the squeezes. 62 for AMC right now. So yeah, looks good. Boeing, I don't see any problems as it goes right now. Very strong moves up, good gaps. Usually it may fill down to 244, but I would just see that as an opportunity. Coming back to the 20 moving average on the daily. Previous resistances becoming support. It's a good stock. In fact, we're going to add it in our list because we should have had it there. We don't really have boomer stocks too much in here, but we're going to chuck that boomer stock down. Thank you very much, Sherlock, for your continuous support. Eric Kempton, $4.99. OIH, CNBC are pumping it, which most likely is a bad sign. Lol. True. Tom Lee is saying $700. Well, he's got a cool name, dude, but I don't even know who that guy is. Vanek. Oh, yep. Yeah, they're all pushing it. Don't worry about that. They're all pushing oil. And I say, cool, keep doing it. And then in 3 weeks' time, we're going to leave the oil train. We're going to take away our black gold. Maybe not 3 weeks, but whenever it comes to our correct levels, we will be out of there. And this is exactly what I was talking about the other day, Eric. When they write the articles, $100 oil. Could oil go to $120? Could oil go to $140? We are going to bail as a community. We are going to run away, and we are not coming back until it comes back down. Because I'm telling you what, that is what we've got to do. We can't get involved in the fake news that comes through when they start pumping it. At this stage, breakout is absolutely confirmed, and you can see the reawakening of oil coming through here. And you know what? The negative media that came out last weekend was obscene. Obscene, guys. Every single bit of article, oh, oil's going to explode, blah, 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 blah. It will, but not just yet. At least how I see it. Mr. Young, $5. PLG. PLG. Platinum Group Metals. Another metal company. Not healthy. Why is it down so much? Most metal companies should not be showing this kind of sign. Firstly, I don't like it at all. Sorry, I don't like it at all. This should be up. What is sick about this is the greatest time ever to own metals, minerals, materials ever. And if a stock's doing this to us, something is very wrong. Obviously, it had a monster break. What's the size? 307 million. So this is probably finding a mine or something, I assume. Some earnings. Oh, we found something. And then it's dying off. I would not TA this thing ever. TA big companies don't TA this thing. But realistically, it's on support. It breaks underneath here. Welcome back to $3.60, dude. I don't like it. I want it above 453 for you. This trend line has to hold, dude. Has to hold. Good luck, sir. I hope it goes well. Tommy Thompson, super chat $9.99. Appreciate it, man. Is AMC a buy or sell? You put me in tough situations there, Tommy. At these points, at these valuations, and people are going to dislike me for it. Depends on your buy level. I find it difficult to purchase here. I would rather go and purchase something that I believe will squeeze later. That would be the way I would answer it. I would rather go with something that would squeeze later. Now, some people say, oh, but I can make 20% today or 30% today. I always think about the risk on it. The risk is probably back down to 35 or 40-ish zone. That could happen actually today. And then it could bounce, of course. So at 60, 80, do I love that level? Not too much. Do I like 35 like we saw yesterday? I liked it a lot more. Do I like 40 or 50? Bit more, yeah, psychological zones. I wouldn't do it, but if you're interested in it and you're prepared to take the risk, of course you can do any of those things. I like to kind of go in as you're seeing volume accumulation, as you're seeing an increase. And some people are going to say, buy. I'm not big on that. In terms of selling, I always apply the rule of thirds, man. So I take a third at a level I'm happy with, I get out. I take another third at another level I'm happy with, and then I usually leave a third on to some obscene level. Now, if I believe it's investable and it's investment grade, I'll keep that third forever. I'd never sell it if I think it's investment grade. And you've got to make that decision whether you believe it's investment grade or not. Bitcoin really taught me a big lesson. I'm the worst Bitcoin trader of all time because I sold Bitcoin at $15 a hit. Hundreds of coins, guys. MT Gox, hundreds of coins, a dead company. And I'm selling them at $15. Who's stupid? Me? Yes. You know who was big brain? The guy that also made them with his computer with me. He had like 2,700 coins. I've told this story before. And guess what he did? He used the rule of thirds. Sold a third at 1,000. Sold a third at 11K, around that level. And then he held and smidgened off the final part. And I'm sure he's staking it. Have I talked to him in years? No, because he's in the Guatemalas. I'm sure he is taken tax somewhere in some dodgy country and he's pulling it out through the ATMs. He's staking it through BlockFi. Who the hell knows what he's doing? But yeah, he applied the rule of thirds. And you know what? Back then, I thought, nah, sell it all. I'll get my money back and I'll feel great about making $5-6 a coin. How wrong I was. There you go. Copper and lumber still pulling back. Yeah, so copper's a good one to watch for sentiment of the markets. Let's have a look at copper. Still around that support kind of line. That is a big sell-off event, though, that is occurring here on copper. Not great for the markets. I'm actually kind of bearish on minerals and materials at the moment. I think that we've seen huge moves in steel manufacturers. I think that we've seen some, let's have a look at X. These moves are pretty serious. Like when you put this in perspective, for a steel manufacturer to be $7 all the way into 27, that's a pretty big deal, guys. And there's other steel manufacturers that have done very, very well. So demand is still incredibly high, but that absolute overloaded hype euphoria is starting to come off this market. And you can really see it when you have a look at iron ore futures. So I encourage people, go have a look at iron ore futures, pull the charts up, and have a look how mental iron ore futures got. Actually, do I have them here? I don't usually get them out of this thing. What is this? Is this iron ore future? What is this? Nordic iron ore. No, I don't want that one. I never used any of these codes here. What is this stuff? I'm sure all of these will show me the madness. We'll just use any futures contract, a recent one. All right. So yeah, this is pretty much where they got to. So you can see here that euphoric spike that happened a few weeks ago, and now it's kind of driving up. So 204 again. This type of spiking means we're very close to the end. Because when you get this type of spiking, it's very similar to when GME went 400 and whatever it was, $60, $70, got belted down to 200, and instantly reversed. And it's what they call a blow-off. And when you see a blow-off, you got to run because it's not worth it at that point. Could it go make new highs? Sure. But generally speaking, blow-offs are the end of events. And often you'll get like this. Incredibly sharp pulls. They'll go to like a 78.6 fib, a 61.8, and then they'll reverse again. And that's the time you need to be like, all right, I'm done. 40% short interest on Workhorse, says Conscious. Yeah, we saw it. So we saw the Workhorse, and it is getting interest in the markets here. You can see pre-market is 20%. It's on the stock twits. It's going to have problems early-ish. I think it's going to sell off a little bit. If you're interested in this stock, I could see it go to 1250. And then there will be some buyers around that 1250 zone. Now, is it higher than that? Yes. But if AMC falters early, expect Workhorse to come down with it. So, yeah, if you're interested in this type of thing, that's the kind of zone that technically you would be looking at. Thank you very much. 1,654 viewers out here as well. Tommy Thompson, appreciate your support. SS, super chatted $2. Please TA on Doji. SS, man. Why you give me the Doji? Doji. We actually did it before. There's only one way to look at Doji. 8-hour chart. Oh, we're frozen. There we go. 8-hour chart, and the reason you're looking at this zone, resistance, resistance, support, support. See those wicks that are coming through all around this area? That's why the Doji stopped. Now, if you come in and have a look at the Doji chart, what you're going to notice is that you've got big wicks each way, but specifically, you've got a lot of false breaks up here. So this is an 8-hour. I think the best time frame for crypto trading. And what you probably want is a little closure, ideally above these highs, so above 45, and that could actually escalate some big movements here. Doge, when it moves, you know it moves hard. That being said, this is starting to look like it's incredible indecision. Long leg doji, see? Long leg doji, indecision candles, no decision. Closure above, decision made up. Closure below, decision made down. Where's the support for the barking dog? It's down here around 30, probably realistically more around this 36, where a 50 and a 20 exponential. I think that's pretty strong hold level. Pretty strong hold level around this 37 cents. Yeah. The Pope is dope. The Pop. Guys, when should I buy in? Spyburn007 says more pump music, please. Well, the only way we get more pump music, man, is we need to get to 1,000 likes. We're about 700. So if we can get to 1,000 likes, I'm going to play the pump music. Don't worry about that. We are 14 minutes away from the market open. Not long yet until we get there. And we've got to catch up here. Alpha T, $2. Oil is going up, but Shell hasn't moved above 15. Shell. I assume you're trading a different Shell. Which one are you trading, man? What country are you trading Shell? Anyway, look, Shell is definitely stuck. There are a few large companies in oil that aren't moving. My general thought process on taking oil most of the time is to use usually funds. And I do that to get access to oil companies that I don't really care to read the oil companies. I just, when I'm taking, if I want to say trade US oil and I don't want to trade the oil futures or the oil contracts, I will usually use a code. Now, this is an Australian code. It's called Fuel. It's just basically a bunch of overseas oil stocks. Unfortunately, Shell is kind of in its own problems. So where do I see the top? Somewhere around here. What's that going to coincide with? You know, somewhere around this 550 zone is going to coincide with oil smashing through as well. So yeah, Fuel is a code there, and unfortunately, Shell is definitely struggling, and it looks kind of gross. Break above 41 should trigger further purchasing here. Right there. Closure above this level. Boom. Back to 44. Continue on. I think any one of the ones I'm looking at, you're going to be seeing this kind of thing, though. Daniel Stout, $5. Check out CLNE. Okay, man. CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels Corp. Ooh. Up 4.8% today. Down heavy recently. Let's go to the weekly. $60 on AMC, by the way, guys. Well, you're catching a falling knife, dude. Get the falling knives out again, everyone, because that is what's happening here. My goodness. Look at this. 61.8. $8.20. 61.8. That's crazy how low that's gone. If it's going to pick up, it will pick up around this zone. We'll go 4 hour here. Volume will be what you're looking for. Kind of looks sick, dude. I wouldn't touch it, but if you have some diamond idea about it, you're looking for a while probably like this, and then movement up. Maybe even bring up your Wyckoff theory kind of concept in there and see if you can start spotting it. I could see this being sick for some time, unfortunately, especially in gas. Gas is a tough business right now. Chase LeBlanc, NNDM. Let's do that. Nano Dimension, 4.57 yesterday and 2.25 today. Right on the trend line. It's closed above, it looks like. Good, perfect. That's a strong play here on NNDM. Hopefully it can continue on. little bit above would be ideal. You got good support behind it around 7. I think this is doing the right stuff for continuation here for NNDM. So it's a good one there, Chase. Continue with the trend line concept. Continue with watching $7 very carefully. And then once you get through 780, you'll be home free, man. That'll be a good time. Elizabeth Shue, $2.99. GM jumping all of a sudden. What do you think? Look at GM. General Motors. I think it's just jumping probably with Toyota as well. Seems like a lot of these auto manufacturers are starting to move ahead. Do I like it? It's okay. It's not really a super exciting stock. Weekly will be the teller here. I want to see weekly above $60. Weekly above $60. Andre says 10 minutes apes till we get the open. All right, well, let's dial in now, guys. Let's get into our final stuff. GM, take the distance there as well. It's basically a channel consolidation, so that's what you want to be doing. Let's get it all ready. All right, AMC. Let's get that up. Bring that onto a 5-minute chart. We'll bring up BlackBerry as well because the pre-move has been just beautiful stuff. So early, probably first 15 minutes, going to be pretty important here to see what happens with AMC. I kind of expect some selling initially, followed by obviously a retest. Today could be the day we get a bit of a blow off as well, where we get a big sell off, followed by a huge push, ideally, and that huge push should go back up. Now, if it doesn't happen and we just get a sell-off with no rebound, tomorrow is going to be the day that the rebound has come through. Remember, Thursday is funny buggers on the markets. It often is because it's that options day thought process. You know what I mean? So it does happen here. Thursday is often very, very, very tough recently. All right, and we'll put on... What else will we put on? You guys decide what else you want in the bottom right. We'll set it up. All right. Well, I'm not sure if we got quite to 1,000 likes, but we definitely got there. Let's play some pump music for you guys. It is 8 minutes till AMC opens, 59.84. The market is getting tanked a little bit by the apes who are squeezing it. But you know what? That's okay. Because as long as you guys are making money, I'm happy. Let's do it. Adam Eunice, you want to just constantly look at 2-hour moving average, man. There's a lot to cover today. Alrighty. Okay. I think this is a fair pick, Sundial. Yes, it is a fair pick. Sundial is going to come on. Oh, 136. Praise. Praise this crappy marijuana stock. 136. Hot dang. Alright. At least we got on Sundial. At least we're feeling Sundial. We've been following that thing since 80 cents. So, maybe some squeezes that aren't here are sitting in this absolutely horrid non-diamond hands share stock, as you would call it in America, that will most likely go back to 70 cents at some point. But we don't know where it goes yet. And it's trading at 137, aptly for it. Let's go AMC. Yeah, absolutely. 59.88. Damn. Shizzy Wiznut. Super chat $2. NAKT TA in at 40 cents. Just call me Shizzy. I don't know. I want to call you Shizzy Wiznut. But thank you very much there, Shizzy, for the donation. Let's move NAKED, naked, in at 40 cents. So this was a incredibly popular one back early in the previous point. Yep, another one of those squeeze specials. Well done. You've just gone and found another. You were in at 40 cents? Wait. How are you on at 40? You back over here. Are you like an OG NAKD? Looks good. Looks really good. Above 80 cents is super key zone. Super key zone. Let's have a look at the daily. There's been a few attempts on this one over time. 48 into 80, 48 into 80, 48 into 80. What's the short cover on this? Because you know how high it's gone. 213 into 324. Apparel footwear company. 48 cent low, 50. 92 cents now. Super interesting. CCIV is on the way back up. Are all those nasty SPACs. Every SPAC will all be going. But this NAKD is actually an interesting proposition because that close is pretty significant, I think, here. I'm not sure on what the short interest is. But when you think about even the trend lines that were broken previously, but more importantly, this consolidation and that big volume spike that we saw the other day, big accumulations coming through, increased volume, big one, huge one. Not bad. I think you've got more in it. As long as AMC can hold, you know, you should have more in it. Even from a pure TA perspective, you should be able to take this, get the distance, extrapolate that distance out. I noticed even MICT was going yesterday. That's one that I had previously. So this could still have another good 20 cents just on that alone, let alone everything else. 4 minutes here, guys, till we get the open. Thank you very much for joining us. I know today's been a lot about the squeezes. We are seeing the US 100 recovering somewhat. Effectively, if we go here to the 4-hour chart, you'll notice it's trying to get back up. I think probably I'll be looking most closely at the US 500 for the close. 41.80. Underneath that will be short sellers coming straight in and hard. So 41.80 on the real market. Underneath, big sell-off. I expect the US 100, as we said before, to find some recovery here and then potentially have some problems when it comes back up to the 13,620. So we'll be watching that from a day trade perspective for sure. Joey NG, Singapore, $2. Thank you so much for the donation and the support of the channel. Do appreciate that. And we've also got Durkej Sakhardande. Cool, I like the name. 99 cents. Thank you very much for the donation. Tom, can you please look at NAKD? We've done it. It's just here, man. It's here. Look. Literally, Durgesh, go back 2 minutes. We covered it perfectly. We covered it very, very hard then. Thank you also for being a member as well. Cheers, Tom. Great show, mate, says Knock Knock. Thank you very much. Well, let's get in. We're about 3 minutes away here. What else have we got to say? Still expect AMC to come out of the gates with some selling. We've seen that almost every day now that it's gone up. So if we go back through the previous days, we've come in strong, sold off for the first kind of like half an hour, moved down, moved up, that kind of thing has been occurring. Sold off. We had a very strong move to the 35 all-time highs here and then sold off for that day. And then, yeah, that's the type of thing I'm expecting. When I was looking at the price action yesterday on the 5 minute, you could see it was trying to find a little bit of a trend line as well. So for day traders that are trying to get in and out, maybe you will be able to use like a 5 minute chart. Probably I would say 5 minute or 15 minute chart would be the recommended timeframes. 1 minute as well. You might even have to go that low if you're looking for considerable kind of patterns on AMC. You'll notice here, probably 1 minute actually would be the best. So that was a nice engulf trade. Engulf, double, close above, strong into the high. That's a good little trade there. A little bit of consolidation, close above, makes you sweat, and then it comes in at the end of the day. So yeah, at this stage, it's a series of higher lows. Obviously, pre is underneath that right now. So it's going to kill all of this. Maybe if it opens below, it comes back up, hits it, bang. Nicholas Nasty says something big has changed in the market. The dollar is rising during European hours. Then at market open, it goes down. Gold, no silver go up. It used to be the opposite. Yeah, something's really happening to the materials right now. I mean, specifically gold, silver. They're just moving very, very heavily during the US session, and they're finding a lot of weakness. You're absolutely correct there. 1 minute here till the open, guys. Let's get ready. 10 seconds. I'll play the bell. Let's get that bell open. Whew, we made it. Thank you very much to the 1,600 people joining us, all the subscribers that have come in today, donators, members, and everyone else. So we open at 58 here for AMC. Let's just quickly get Sundial on because that was moving hard as well. $1.40 for Sundial. Incredible movement here, 23%. One of the strong ones. BlackBerry kind of neck and neck with the SNDL. The meme marijuana is doing well. 140 still. AMC 57. Some weakness, which you expect initially almost every single day. Now, just hit the 57. Little bit of previous. Is that enough for it to bounce back up and test? Let's watch. I wouldn't use technicals that much on this type of thing. This is a pure psychological gut feel. Because if you think that TA is going to help you here, really, I don't think so. It's just not the type of thing that TA does help. Let's have a look around the rest of the market. So we've got US 500, 41.84. US 100, so Nasdaq comes in at 0.93 down. Tesla down 0.52. That's actually not bad at all. That's actually really good, guys. 600 hold. Damn. That's strong. If that holds. Nice. US 10-year up 1.18. Yeah, it doesn't matter. DXY, definitely a watch. Gold and silver. Gold getting thrashed. That was a very quick sell. I didn't even see how fast that one happened. That's definitely a sell-off that would have taken out stops. And I believe that's the type of thing. It actually went straight there. My God, the market is so quick. So that was what I wanted out of it. So basically, we see the closure below that happens here, and then bang, straight back down and through. And let's have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, it's really fast here. Sometimes the market is just so quick that you don't even get a confirmation entry. You just have to take it based on the fact that you're seeing this kind of hold and you know this level is so key. So gold is smoked at this stage. Yeah, that is not good for gold holders. Daily 20 in we come. Right around this level is where you expect gold to hold. AMC now down to 52, so it is getting smoked a little bit here in the morning. I wouldn't be too concerned. Let's see how 50 holds, psychological level. So we'll put the 50 on. We'll zoom that in a little bit. BlackBerry 19, Sundial 136. Lumber is bouncing hard, says Kevin. Workhorse mooning. Yeah, Workhorse had a lot of stock tweeters on it. It's $15.99, certainly very strong. This one here, people see people get greedy and they see it. They see the potential, and the potential goes for them. How about RKT? How's RKT going? Down a little bit. They do not see the potential here. NAKD, pretty nice, respectable 11%. Workhorse, I'll tell you, it's wherever these stock tweets are, whatever's really mooning there, like even Oxygen. Let's have a look around the rest of the market and just click it. Percentage. Poor BlackBerry, you beast. 30% on BlackBerry, 21% Sundial, Tilray up 10. So money is moving into the marijuana stocks, just like last time, which means that the other ones will probably start popping underneath. Go have a look through your charts. Look at how the process went. It seems to be following a very similar type of scenario here. Plenty of halts coming in. It looks like across the board. Look at all the halts. Look at the halts. Are they halts? Or is that news? What is this? No, it's just news. Don't worry about that. No halts. I don't even know what that thing is. Okay. In Australia, we can't use Webull. I only use it to show the screeners here. We're banned from Webull. Bitcoin, Avio, percentage down. COS, AMC down 7.44. GameStop down 4.96. Let's go over to the screener. What's bad? I'm sure some bad stuff's here. BioNTech up 6.43. Moderna, etc. What is down? Not too bad. Snowflake down 1.31. That's not bad at all. It's all right. It's all right. So for hyperstock players, there's nothing here that's very bad at all, really. It's not great, but I don't think it's very bad. Snow down 1.44 to 240. It's exactly on the support. AMC just powerhoused back up. Look at that. Bam, 51 all the way back into $61. So very quick redemption there. This is the point that now you think it might, somewhere around in here, it'll probably start selling off again. Gold continues to get thrashed. Workhorse continues to go crazy, 52%. Well done to the community on this one. You bought it up. We saw it on Stock Tweets early. It was mental. Check out Clov, Tom. Yeah, that's another one that goes. Clov, 11.9%. This wasn't one that happened from the squeeze, though, did it? It was just a nice move here. Cool. Truly Messiah says plug. Yeah, this is a good trade, dude. Like, other than the squeezes, I think you've done well here, Truly Messiah. This is the right type of thing. Look at gold get plowed. Oh my goodness. This is what happens. Illiquid. Everything's getting smoked. I mean, silver's going to get absolutely thrashed too. Yep, straight through the support. And this is when you know you're doing good TA. Because as soon as you get through that zone, see how it just gets instantly smoked. And that's when you know you found the good levels and you know exactly what the hell you're doing in the market. Because, you know, we've talked about it for ages on the stream. We've talked about that 2750. We hit it, we get through, it gets smoked. Whoa, BlackBerry just got crushed. Oh, it's only $2. That's right. I thought it was more than a 5-minute chart. I'm thinking, is that a daily? Oh my God, that thing's going down. So a little bit of short squeeze coming down again from that level. Silver just getting crushed. Both plug and BLDP. SP500, 0.6 advancing and 440 declining. Yeah. 4180 for the S&P is the key zone. We'll have to look at the closure here for this tomorrow. Very important zones. Overall, I'm not that disappointed with these reds. End phase is nasty, but these are all very acceptable at this point, considering they're hyper stocks. And they're all of the other ones. Fubo down 3 was up like huge yesterday. Plug 30.97 down a little bit from where it was before. All right, guys. Well, as we always do, I think we've caught up. Oh wait, we've got two more donations. Oh, we've got Kevin Finnan, $7.99. Sorry, Kevin. VIX rising, SVXY down, UVXY up, 4% insights. Well, I mean, it makes sense that all those things are happening. If you've got fear rising, which is coming from the squeezing, or at least that's being used as the excuse, then you are going to have a VIX, of course, moving up. UVXY is going to go up as well. And that's really all about this 4180 zone, man. So watch this zone. If you're in shorts in the market, you want, and I mean you want, the S&P 500 to close under 4180. If that occurs, then we've kind of put in a false high here and we're ready to move even further down. So I think it's very critical to see today's close here. All the squeezes getting put under pressure right now. You can see all of this. Only BlackBerry's only up 15% now. Beef stonk. So Kevin, thank you for the donation, but I'd just be looking straight at the S&P 500. 4180, 4180, 4180. Dispour, $5. Sorry, Tom, my kids won't leave me alone about this. They need to know your thoughts, what your thoughts are about beef stonk. I really appreciate you, sir. Do I know what a beef stonk is? Is that like Maggi noodles? And then you eat them? Or those noodles that I saw the other day? How about these noodles, guys? Where are they? Did anyone see the huddle noodles? Anyone eaten the huddle noodles? I would like to know if someone in the room has eaten the huddle noodles that you can buy in the American supermarkets. I'm just finding it for you. I love the huddle noodles. There they are. So this is in the Discord community, by the way. Join it up if you want to. Look at these sweet hodl noodles. They're bloody expensive. Stonks hodl noodles. So this is the beef stonk. Chris says, will we get a bounce after the 1 hour open? Yeah, well, at this stage, looks like we're down a little bit. But I'm just looking really for today, the S&P 500, the closure, 4180. I'm not too concerned about the Nasdaq. I think the hyper stonks are still, well, it's much worse now than it was a few seconds ago. Now we're down 2% across all of these. So yeah, I kind of hope we don't crash. But I think a lot of it's down to, well, not crash, but pull back here. I think it's a lot of it's down to these squeeze stocks and how they perform. So at this stage, a little bit of weakness here from AMC. It hit all of these amalgamations of every single moving average under the sun, the 200, the 50, and the 20. It's always a tough point when you go into a ribbon band like that. Usually it's a good scalp opportunity, short or long, when you're hitting it for the first point. It's just a good little teller if you're in that kind of stuff. Someone start playing the Titanic violin song. Oh, no. Hodl noodles on Amazon, lol. Yeah. What the hell is a beef stonk, says Nicholas Nasty. I don't know. But hello to Dispaw's children. Hopefully they're having a good day. All right, guys. Well, as we always do, thank you very much for 1,360 people sticking with us into the open. Wish you all the best today. We'll be coming at you live with another video, obviously, tomorrow. We'll be adding a new section to our live streams as well. We're basically for a 5 to 10 minute section. I'll talk about a specific thing that I want to talk about for the day, whether it's a covering of the market or it's some kind of educational concept. I'll go into a deep dive and then I'll record that and chuck it out after we've finished the live stream, so you'll have that to watch as well if you haven't been here. I think it's just going to be good for content and other stuff like that. AMC coming down to 50. Watch the 50 level, but yeah, look, if this does blow off and it sells off hard today and it doesn't recoup, I expect it will recoup over one day. And then, unfortunately, if you lose kind of like 30 or 40% of value today, I think that's the kind of blow-off event that could cause, like, you basically see a big sell-off, big movement up, and then it's kind of like that GME thing again. So we'll analyze it tomorrow for you guys and see what happens. At this stage, $50, hopefully it holds throughout the session. We'll leave you with some hype music. Maybe that'll turn around the markets and it will get them all going on, whatever position you have. See you guys. By the way, check out that. That's what I'm doing. We're trying to go to the moon with that stuff. JJ Crypto says, happy hunting, everyone. Absolutely. Join the Discord community, guys. Get on in there. Give me some memes. That's what you've got to be today, guys. All right. Catch you, everyone.